I will be the first presenter, followed by Fad, then Nicholas, then Nurul, then Nizam, and then back to me. Okay? Can we start? Yes, please. Okay. Alright, good afternoon everyone. So my group consisting of Nizam, Nurul, Nick, Fadli and myself will be presenting our communication skills project. So just a quick background. Ours is on scenario 1 where Vanda Institute actually niche in sports, and our two groups who just recently won international competitions for us will be the B division rugby boys and the C division soccer boys. We'll be hosting a gala in conjunction with our 80th anniversary to express gratitude and foster a sense of community. So our objective for the communication plan is to first and foremost inform stakeholders about the upcoming gala celebration, as well as engage and excite them for the event. So this is our overview of the communication timeline. We will actually start everything with a first committee meeting by the end of term 2 in May, and all the deadlines will spread across up until October, where the event will be in November, and our evaluation of success will follow immediately after. So our group will be presenting to you based on a skit. So I'm just going to tell you all our roles. So Fadli will be the head of organizing committee, Nick and Nurul will be the committee members, and Nizam will be our guest of honor. So we'll start with our first scene where Fadli, the head of organizing committee, will start our first meeting.
Alright, good morning and welcome everyone to the first meeting of Vanda Institute Gala Organizing Committee. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. As you know, our school has a rich history of excellence in academics and sports. Our rugby and soccer teams have consistently performed at the highest level. And this year, we are particularly proud to celebrate their consecutive 10-year championship streak. And our gala event is an opportunity to recognize and celebrate our students' hard work and dedication. Nicholas and Nurul, I'd like to start by assigning you your roles for the event. Nicholas, I'm putting you in charge of sourcing out a venue and a guest of honor. I know you have a lot of experience in event planning, and I'm confident that you'll be able to find us a perfect venue and a guest speaker who will inspire our guests. Nurul, I'm putting you in charge of disseminating communication materials to the public, as well as liaising with the parents of the athletes. You have a great eye for design, and I know you'll be able to create materials that are both informative and visually appealing. So, Nicholas, can you tell us more about your plan for sourcing out a venue?
Sure, Mr. Fadli. I've already had some ideas while you were talking. I'm thinking about speaking with Serangoon Gardens Country Club, but I'll definitely keep my options open.
Great. Are there any specific criteria that you're looking for in a venue?
Yeah, we definitely need to hold at least 500 bags, and we also need somewhere which is befitting for most of our guests, so probably should be a central venue.
I understand. I'm confident that you'll be able to find a venue that meets all our criteria. What about Nurul? Can you tell us more about your plan to reach out to the public?
Oh yes, I'm thinking of creating a series of brochures and flyers that highlight the benefits of our special programs and how they are helping our students grow and reach their fullest potential. I'm also planning to create a social media campaign to promote the gala to generate more excitement for them.
That is a great idea, Nurul. Now, I think it's important to focus our communication materials on the impact that our specialized programs are having on our students' lives and how they are helping them to prepare for success in the future. Well, I think that's a good start for our first meeting. Let's continue to discuss our plans in more detail at our next meeting. And in the meantime, please start working on your respective tasks, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Fadli.
Now, the purpose of the meeting that you have just witnessed, okay, is to inform Nicholas and Nurul of their roles and responsibilities, and also to solicit ideas and suggestions from them. And the audience are Nurul and Nicholas, as well as the rest of the organizing committee, which was not mentioned. And the context is this is the first meeting for the event, and we are discussing the roles and responsibilities. And the language choices used are clear, concise, and respectful. Okay? They are also appropriate for the audience and context. Like, for example, I use direct language, such as I'm putting you in charge of, to assign roles and responsibilities to Nicholas and Nurul. I also use open-ended questions like, Nicholas, can you tell us more about the plan for sourcing of venue, right? To invite them to share their ideas and suggestions. And lastly, I use positive language like I'm confident that you'll be able to, okay, to express my support and trust with Nurul and Nicholas. Thank you.
Okay, the next scene will be a presentation done by Nicholas at the follow-up meeting.
Okay, so good afternoon everyone. Basically this is the email which is one of our deliverables. It's very long, so we will not waste time reading step by step, yeah? Next slide please. Okay, so I've broken up into 3 slides, the purpose, the audience and the context. And in each point there will be 3 points, yeah? Okay, so the first part about writing this email to inquire about availability, blah blah blah. So this one is actually twofold. The first one would be to tell our correspondent, Mr. Balan, that we want to have our event at his venue, hopefully. And the second reason for this is to say that we want to show him how important our event is and how this event is not just a normal Children's Day celebration or something, but an important event. Second part, but I kindly request further details. So this is to show him that we have done our research, we have done our homework, we want it on a specific date, we want to know any costs, and we want to know any specific procedures. So this will definitely help us in our planning process, and it will help us internally, as well as it will give Mr. Balan the sense that we know exactly what we want, and we know exactly what we need from him as well. Lastly, thank you for considering my request. This shows the recipient that we are very excited, we are very hopeful, and we hope that this will in turn give Mr. Balan the idea that okay, he should also be in turn receptive with his answers. He should be proactive and he should be prompt. Next slide please. Alright, so now the audience. So what we have done is we have put an ATTN, which as we all know means that I want Mr. Balan specifically to be reading his email. Second one, my name and where I'm from. This gives myself a certain amount of respect, commands a certain amount of respect, because I'm not just Nicholas from nowhere. I'm Nicholas from Vanda Institute, and I furthermore written that I'm writing on behalf of my principal, Dr. Robbie Lee. So this would give the recipient, Dr. Balan, a sense of, okay, I better not be messing around with this email. And the last part is telling him what we want to do. So we want to have games, we want to have performances, etc. So this would give him a better idea what kind of audience he is going to expect on that day. So this will give him a better sense of understanding as to how he can help us plan better what he can possibly need or what we may possibly need. And lastly, the context. So our gala event is a celebration of 80-year anniversary. The reason we are telling him this is to tell him, like I mentioned earlier, how big this event is. It is not just a normal Children's Day event, blah blah blah. So this will give him the sense that we are taking this very seriously. Second thing regarding the dinner, we have mentioned about the food, we have mentioned about what exactly we want. So this context setting is to give him the sense that we are very meticulous in our planning, and we hope that he in turn will give us also very good details. And lastly, we have, okay, so this, you didn't see this part, but essentially we have selected our President Tharman Shanmugaratnam to be the GOH. So by me informing the Mr. Balan, we are telling him that this is an extremely prestigious event. Our GOH is going to be the President of Singapore, so you better give us what we need, because it is going to reflect very badly on not just us but your company as well if the President is there and you do not accede to our requests. Thank you very much.
Okay, next is the presentation by Nurul at one of the last few meetings.
Okay, so the next on the communication plan is the invitation letter to the athletes and their family. In the first paragraph, it is clearly stated the purpose of the letter, which is to invite them to the gala dinner. The audience is clearly directed to the athlete as well as their family members, and the context of the letter is also established as the reason for the invitation is written as well, which is to celebrate the outstanding achievement of our athletes at the 80th gala dinner. And we choose to write it in this manner so that we could give them a warm welcome to the event and explain to them what are they invited for and how important this event is. Next. The next paragraph highlights the important details of the event. We wrote it in a way that it is clear when the audience receive the letter and they just read it, all the information is all written down here. And from this paragraph, they will also know the context of the event. Like, for example, when they read the name of the event, they will know how huge of a milestone it is. And from the theme and the dress code of the event, they will know how prestigious this event is. Next. The purpose of the third paragraph is to acknowledge the athlete's outstanding achievement and invite them to receive an award at the gala dinner. This paragraph is directed to the athlete himself, and it is written in a way that we want them to know how much we value his contribution to the school and the team. Furthermore, we connect his achievement and recognition to the broader context of the gala celebration. This indicates that we not only want to acknowledge our athletes, but also to express gratitude to the various stakeholders, such as the families, the other students, and school staff and coaches. And the last two paragraphs is to request for their confirmation for their attendance. This is included in the letter so that the audience know that we need their attendance and preferences for their meals to plan a seamless event for them. We also indicated the deadline and where they can actually RSVP their attendance. And we also want to express our excitement and again welcome them to the event. Overall, the tone of this letter shows professionalism and formality of the event. The choice of words are easy to understand, direct, clear, and concise. Thank you.
Right, and the next scene is the event day itself, starting with the guest of honor speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of our guest of honor, President Dharman Shanmugaratnam.
Hi sir, nice to meet you sir. Thanks for coming sir.
Some games
Dear guests, teachers, students, coaches, and everyone who makes Vanda Institute special. Good evening. I'm truly honored to be here with you, not just as a president, but also as a proud Vanda alumnus. Today, we gather to celebrate something truly extraordinary. Our B Division Rugby and C Division Soccer have achieved an incredible feat, securing gold for an impressive 10 consecutive years. As our Minister of Education, Mr. Chan Choon Sing, often emphasizes, excellence is not a destination, but a continuous journey. Today, we're here to mark a significant milestone along that journey. Our players and coaches have shown remarkable dedication and unwavering commitment. They've not only excelled on the field, but have also set a standard of achievement that will forever be etched in Vanda's history. To our students, you are the heartbeat of this institution. Your hard work, both in the classroom and on field, is a testament to your exceptional character. Your achievements are not just individual triumphs, but a reflection of the teamwork and unity that define the essence of Vanda. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our principal, Dr. Robbie Lee, and our vice principal, Mr. Fenn, for the outstanding leadership. Under your guidance, Vanda has evolved into a place of not just learning, but of holistic growth, where values hold as much weight as knowledge. Coaches, you are the unsung heroes behind these victories. Your dedication to nurturing not only the skills of our players, but also their character and sportsmanship is truly commendable. As we stand together in this splendid Kensington ballroom, as Rangoon Garden Country Club, we are reminded of what sets Vanda apart, our sense of belonging, of being part of a larger family. Together, we've accomplished what many deem impossible. Together, we've woven a tapestry of history that will forever be cherished. Now with that speech as the guest of honor, the purpose of the speech was of course to express gratitude and foster a sense of community. Okay, as you can sense, the tone that I used during the speech was to address all the audience in attendance, such as the principal, all the students, teachers, even the coaches, to make sure that they feel important, to make sure they feel that their presence are needed in this event. And lastly, the context was of course to inspire pride, community, and a shared commitment to excellence, celebrating Vanda's achievement and values as an alumnus and president of Singapore. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of the skit. For our evaluation of success, we have these 3 questions. Did we utilize the most appropriate communication channels and platforms to reach our target audience? Did we maintain a consistent and cohesive message? And did we achieve our objectives and goals for the event? As a collectively, for our reflection, we think that consistency in messaging and branding across all communication platforms is most important, and listening is as important as speaking, and lastly, to tailor communication to our target audience as well. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.